Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of That Show That Will Not Be Named. I'm your host, Brian, or to Game Prince, whatever you prefer. And, pardon my sluggish nature, but it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just woke up. Excellent sleeping schedule. I go to bed at 5 a.m., wake up around 11, 12, 1 the next day. So, I got my breakfast set up here, but I was bouncing around in my head last night. I've been having a lot of nightmares the last few days. One was about zombies, last night was about aliens, and it got me into thinking about, the supernatural and American Horror Story new season and what the future of Supernatural entails. And it got me to thinking about videos that I've been meaning to make for a while, but for some reason I just haven't got around to because they keep slipping my mind. Now I'm doing one of those videos. Yes, today I desired to do the all of the creatures, all the monsters or things in Supernatural that Sam and Dean kind of didn't quite kill yet, so they could still come around and kick their ass later on, or they could be used in later seasons, because I just hate to see, jobs unfinished. So, I got my coffee, I got my Belly Buster wrap, and let's delve right into this. I actually made a list because I have such a shit memory. Alrighty, we're starting off right at the top. This is supernatural villains who are still alive. And I don't count, incapacitated, they're in hell though. Nah, they can escape. They can get out. First one, War and Pestilence. These are the two of the four horsemen of the apocalypse that were not killed. They were incapacitated, and I believe they were sent back to hell, or they were placed in heaven's custody, or some bullshit. I don't know. Basically, the whole thing is they're still alive. They still pose a threat. They can come back. Next one, Michael. That's the Archangel Michael in the main world. Sure, he's still in the cage, but come on, the dude still exists. And if the show is like anything, it's definitely good at ass pulls. So, you should bring Michael back. In fact, I think one of the things they're going to do is break Michael out of Lucifer's cage in the main world and possibly have him fight the Michael from the other world. I just think it's going to be funny. Michael's going to wake up and be like, yo, what the fuck happened? Because so much has changed. So much has happened since he got in prison. There's only 9 angels left in Supernatural. Y'all heard all of you heard that the conversation Castiel had with Naomi. He's like, come on, let's rally up the troops. Let's go down there. Castiel, there's only fucking 9 angels left. That's including here and on Earth. And I'm like, that's actually kind of interesting. So yeah, Michael from the main world. Sam Hain. Do you guys remember Sam Hain? He's the spirit of Halloween. They couldn't really kill him, so they just exorcised him back to hell. The same goes for these next 3 demons. They're basically the 4 special demons in the series. And I don't know if you can't kill special demons, but there was Sam Hain, who was the spirit of Halloween. There was the disaster demon, the Deva, and the archery. The archery. The archery. And these 4 demons are just they couldn't defeat them, so they either exorcised them or imprisoned them somewhere, but they're still around. They can still come back. They can still kill. So, next up we have the surviving members of the 7 deadly sins. These were the ones that were not killed by Ruby, because remember, Ruby killed, I think, 3 of the deadly sins, and then the rest were exorcised by Sam, Dean, and Bobby. Those were envy, sloth, lust, and wrath. They are still in hell. They're still floating around somewhere down there, so they're still around, and they're fucking evil. Next, moving on from just regular individuals, maybe I missed a demon or 2 from the past seasons, but moving right along from individual characters, I'd like to get to fractions. The fractions the Winchester brothers have failed to completely flesh out. this includes the rest of the British Men of Letters. Because after they kind of killed the British fraction that came over to America, it's just kind of like, you better not do that. You better not kill our main person. Bam, she's dead. Well, shit. And then they just kind of hang up the phone and don't do anything else. The British Men of Letters are going to make a comeback. You wait and see. Or at least I hope they will. Is this coffee not too hot? Just right. Next up is the rest of the Stein family. Because remember, when they were discussing it, Sam and Dean only killed the American fraction of the Stein family. The rest of them in Germany or in Britain, because they said we got fractions all over the world. The family extends all over the world. They still got more of them out there. So that's the Stein family. The last one on my list is the Leviathans. No way in fuck they killed all of the Leviathans. There's definitely more left. Like, I get they killed their king. But just because you kill the king doesn't mean, like, all 1,000-something of them just, like, I have no doubt that they all split. They all, like, oh, fuck, this is bad. And then they all, went into hiding. But I certainly don't think they're all dead. So, that's my supernatural villains who are still alive list. Once again, going through that, that's War and Pestilence, the surviving members of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Michael, the Archangel Michael from the main world, who is in Lucifer's cage currently, with Sam and Dean's half-brother, which I'm so shocked they haven't tried to save in like fucking 10 seasons or whatever the hell, however long it's been. Really weird, because they're very like, your blood type mentality. For the special demons that they haven't killed, that's Samhain, the Disaster Demon, the Deva, and the Arcari. For the four surviving members of the Seven Deadly Sins, we have Envy, Sloth, Lust, and Wrath. And then for fractions, we have the British Men of Letters, the Stein family, and the Leviathans that are still fucking about somewhere. So, do you guys think that Kripke will bring any of these guys back in the... Did I say that right? Kripke? Yeah, possibly. Do you think that they're going to bring them back in any of the upcoming seasons? Did all of you think it was kind of dumb when everything got very nursery rhymey? Around like season, was it 6 or 7-ish? Where every episode is just kind of like, hey, let's face the witch from Hansel and Gretel. Hey, let's fight fucking fairies. Hey, let's go to Wizard of fucking Oz. I thought that fraction of the show got really weird, but then I liked it when they got back on track and went back into Christian mythology, Norse mythology, like keeping it strictly about the gods, the angels, the demons, and the lesser characters in between. I think it got really weird when they got all nursery rhymey with it. They got all like super fantasy. Really odd. But still love that show. Will always love it. And tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Are there any characters that I missed? Any bad guys that are still around that could still be sent after the Winchester brothers? Yeah. So, catch you next time.